Welcome everyone. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to insert images, different methods at which you can actually insert images in your project. So let's get right into it. So the first thing you will need to do is to get your images ready. I already have mine. If you don't know where to get images from, you can actually go to unsplash.com and search for images. On splash.com they have nice quality images, so you can download as many as you want to use for your project. So let's get back into it. So here I only have my image folder created. Now let's create our index.html and the rest of the files that we will be needing. So I'm going to create my index.html. Then we'll create for our CSS. We'll create a folder for that CSS. Then in the CSS, we'll be creating a file called style.css. Good. So now we have this. Let's continue. We'll go into our index.html and we'll do shift exclamation mark, then enter. Let's change this title to image, inserting images method or different methods. Methods of inserting images. I'm going to use a comment to list them out. So the first one I'm going to be doing is using as background image, inserting image as background image. Then the second one is going to be inserting image in a div card. Then the third one, inserting the image directly using image tag. Then we'll be having some other bonus we'll touch some bonus topics like image positioning, it's a parallax effect, and parallax effect and image positioning. So let's get right into it. I'm going to start with the first one, which is inserting image as a background image. So to insert image as a background image, let's first of all split our screen into two so that we'll have our CSS here and our HTML here. So I'm going to have the CSS. I'll move it here. All I need to do is just drag it to this place. I'm going to close this one too. Let's import our CSS into this place. So I'm going to use the link tag to import my CSS. Good. Now that I have this, let's proceed. So we'll start by creating our div, using our div. So I'm going to call this div, give it a class name. I'm going to call this div container or image container. So it's more this image container. Good. Now that we have this, let's style it. So I'm going to add a width. It's going to be 100%. Then the height is going to be 100 VH. Then we'll have a background color just to see what we've done so far before we proceed to adding our image into it. Good. So let's run this and see what it looks like. Let's run this using our live server. So in case you don't have live server, go to your extension. Good. So this is what we have right now. But you can see there is a default spacing between this around this div. So we're going to take that away by styling our body tag. So always make sure to style your body tag by add margin 0 and padding 0 to take away the default spacing. Let's see what we have. Good. So the default spacing is gone now. So we're going to proceed to adding our image inside here. So to add image as a background image, all you need to do is you're going to style that div. You're going to add inside the image from the CSS section. So you're going to come here, CSS section, and do background image. Then you use URL. In your URL, you find your directory. You use your / to start. Then you pick one of the images that you would like to use. Let's say I want to use the pic 3. So this is what it looks like right now. It looks like a mess. So it comes with other properties, CSS properties that are attached to it that will make it look better. So we have background size, which is we're going to be using cover. So we have background repeats, no repeat. So the reason why we're using no repeat is background repeat, no repeats is so if the image is smaller than our width, if it's too small, it will not break it. Because what happens if your image is too small, if this image is actually too small and we don't have background repeat, no repeat, it's just going to cut it small in bricks until it's fills up this whole space. So background repeat just stretches 1 for us. So this is what we have looking like this, perfectly done. So this is how to add your background image using background image. This is how to add your background image. Simple, clean, nice. The benefit of using this method is that when you use this method, it allows you to seamlessly put content inside here. If I want to put content inside of here, like some of these hero boxes that comes with content like each one. Maybe you want to add content, say car dealer shop, something like that. Shop. Then they come with another one. I'm going to have this. I'm just going to use Lorem. If you want to use the dummy test, just type Lorem and enter to give you dummy test. So this is what we have. We have this right now. We have the contents. This is it just seamlessly stays on top. Then you style it the way you want it. This is not what we are doing here, so we're not going to do all that in this video. So let's proceed to the next method. So the next method we're going to be trying out is inserting the image inside an image, inside a div tag, rather. So let's go into this section. I'm going to have div. So in this div, I'll have multiple cards so that I can see them. So let's have a div like this. I'm going to do dot box or dot card. So here I'm going to give this class name of card container. Good. So let's have this is 1. Let's have more cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that. So we're going to start this quickly and see what we have. So the width is going to be around 300 pixel. Height, same 300 pixel. So what you do is first of all style your card before putting an image inside of it. We actually need to take away this one. So we'll do 1 and duplicate it afterwards. Let's do it like that. So you style the main card, which is this card is going to carry our image. Let's style it and see what it looks like before we proceed. So we have a background color of gray. Then we'll have border radius. Border radius to curve the sides. 10 pixel. So this is what it looks like right now. So if you want to have, let's assume this is our product section. Exactly. Let's assume this is our product section. So I'm just going to put each one here just for, let's say, product. Our product. Let me add that our product. Our product. Good. So this is what we have. I'm going to start here also and do each one just for it to be in the middle. text align center. Exactly like this. So let's proceed. So we have a card here, and in this card we want to put images inside of it. You know how we have it now? We used to have like images showing inside cards. Exactly. So this method, we are going to insert it here by putting our image tag. Now that I have my image tag, the next thing I'm going to do is use my source to find my directory. So let us pick random images, maybe 2 for this one. Let's see what we are. So right now, everything is already a total mess, which is fine. So what we're going to do is start the image tag to fit into this card. We're going to start the image tag to fit into this card. So what we're going to do is style our image tag. I'm going to style it with an image directly with image tag so that everything will just be the same. So image tag, I'm going to give it a width of 100% and a height of 100%. I'm giving it a width of 100% because the card already have a pixel size specified. So the moment you give it 100%, it will be 100% to this particular size that I specify here. The same thing goes with the height. The moment I give it 100%, it will be 100% to this particular height that I specify here. So let's proceed. So we have the height, which is 100% also, which is 100% also. Let's see what we have before we proceed. So now that we have the look at it, has automatically fit into that size that we have there. Let's do more. So in case your image is looking shrinked, what you are going to add is object fit cover. Then let's add the curve. I'm going to add this border radius here just to give it that. Exactly. So this is our image now looking like this. Let's have more images here lined up here. So I'm going to duplicate this into multiple places. Let us have something like that. I'm going to change this at random, maybe 1, 4, 6, 7. Probably have, what do we have left? 5. Exactly. So these are the things, these are the images that we have available in our cards right now, looking very pretty. So let's align this. Let's make this look better before we move to the next thing that we'll have here. So to make this look better, let us use a flex box for this. So to use a flex box, I'm just going to copy my class name, which is the parent div. Look at this. This is the parent div I'm using to style the children inside of it. So this parent div I'm going to use to style them. I will correct this. Good. So I'm just going to add display flex, then justify contents, space between. Then we have align item, center, align content, align contents, space between. Then we'll have, what do we have next? We'll have flex wrap, margin. I'm just going to add margin of 20 pixel. Let's add more cards to this. So this is what we currently have, looking very, very pretty. I'm just going to change that images at random also. Change this to 7. Change this to 3. Good. So this is using the div cards method. Design a div, then insert your images. You can, with this, the difference between this method and this method is that in this method, all you need to do is have when you place your content inside of it, it just stays on top directly immediately. But this one, when you place a content on top, the content automatically comes. When I mean on top, I mean in their divs. Example, this is the div that is housing this image. If I place a content inside here now, let's say I have a p tag and I have lorem. Let's go back. So you can see where the content is. The lorem is showing here. Unlike this one, when I place the content on this one, it stays on top. So this one now I could just do it that way and just put what they call it, put pricing and the rest of them that they have there for it to stay below, which is still fine for me. If I want to have a div that have something on top of it that's going to have a content on it, I prefer using the background image, so to make it seamless for me while working. So you should also adapt that, which is fine. So let's use the other method, which is inserting the image directly using the image tag. So instead of all these that we've done, starting the div and then putting image, you can actually do it directly. Just insert this straight away and you are still fine. You're still good to go. So let's do that. All you need to do, just have your image tag straight away without having it inside a div, its own direct div. Let's pick one of the images. Probably pick 7, or let's pick 7. So let's look at what we have. So this is what we have right now, but it's looking very, very big. To style this, all we need to do is let's give this particular div particular image a class name. So I'm going to call this single image. So now that I've called this a single image, let's go and style it in our CSS section. So let's give it a width. Let's give the width of how many percent or how many pixel. Let's give this maybe 400 pixel, and let's give this height of maybe 400 pixels, so just because we want it to be like that. Let's see what it looks like first. This is what it looks like. So you can still style it using this method. You can style it using the other method. Anyone is still going to work fine for you. But the difference is, you see this one that is you style here. You can't, obviously you cannot put something inside of it. You have to like have a div that is housing both the image and the content. That is wrapping both the image and the content. So anyone you want is still going to work. It's going to work perfectly for you. It's going to work perfectly for you. So let's talk about the bonuses that I wrote out, which is parallax effects. To achieve parallax effects, you can achieve that by adding background attachment. Background attachment fix. So when you add background attachment fix, automatically when you scroll, you can see this. See the difference. Ooh, see this. It gives you this effect. This effect you're seeing here. That's with background attachment. Without the background attachment, let me show you the difference. See, everything is just moving on its own together, right? But with the background attachment, it gives this parallax effect. See that? This is basically how to achieve this looking. So if you have this kind of effect in your code or in your design, this is how to achieve it. Apart from this, let's talk about the positioning. You can also actually specify background position. You can specify right, left. If you have an image that you want to position it in a particular way, you want to position it right, left, center. We don't have a single image right now. So if you have like an image which is you want to position it right, left, and the rest, because we have cover. Obviously, if you do cover, it cannot position the way right, left, because it's already covering everywhere. But if you do contain, then you do right, left, stuff like that. It's going to, is already in left. If I do right now, see, it takes it to the right. So that's basically, it takes you to the right and the rest of them. So this is basically how to use this styling to achieve what you want to achieve. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video.